All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to iCommand TV Boy here, and we've got a skirmish game log review for you. That's right, I have not forgotten about you skirmish players, and in fact, I still love skirmish quite a bit. I hope you guys have been enjoying the campaign content. It's been fun to make, but it's very time-consuming. Even without any, I still have to edit it because, well, I don't want to get into that, but I didn't forget about you skirmish players, and I did not want to go a week without doing at least one skirmish game log review for IACP. And we've got a fun one here, and I'm excited to get into it. I do want to mention, though, that it is January 5th as I record this, and Season 9 spoilers have all gone live as of Friday, January the 5th. So make sure you go to the IACP site to check it out. I'll definitely be doing some video coverage here, but it'll probably be next week. I just haven't had time to dig into the cards, but enjoy them on the Wayne website. The playtesting league is going to be starting on January 15th. In the meantime, we'll be getting the cards uploaded onto Vassal and Tabletop Admiral with the help of our associates on there. So chill out, enjoy the cards, do some list building, try to come up with some cool stuff what you can do with all the Season 9 cards. But for right now, I just want to enjoy some nice Season 8 content. We've got a fun game here between two of our regular players, Manatee X, also known as Mark, and Pwned, also known as John. I guess it should be the other way around, right? Also known as Manatee X, also known as Pwned. And we are playing on Waska Hunting Grounds, so this was an easy one to pick because like I've told you guys, the newer map, I want to get more gameplay videos on this map. They're playing the Scavengers mission. So this is just the regular one where the difficult terrain is difficult terrain, and the crates or the caches, so not the crates, the neutral objective tokens are worth 4 VPs for the player that controls them at the end of each round. We've got some really nice lists here. We're going to go over them. But I'm going to start off with John's. He's cooking up some spice here. And I've got his picture up here on the screen here. 000 is a figure we don't often see unless it's Joey playing it. But John has decided to pick it up, and he is doing it in conjunction with Dr. Aphra. And a lot of people forget Dr. Aphra is actually designed to work with 000 and BT. Half of her abilities work with them, and it gives them free actions after they perform their respective special actions. So invasive procedure for 000 or missile salvo for BT. And of course, Aphra has gotten a lot of play, even without being used in a dedicated list with 000 and BT, and that's great. We love that. You don't have to play those two figures to be successful at Aphra, but it's a lot of fun to see her being included in a list with the combo. You'll also notice that John's got Beast Tamer in his list, and you might be wondering, well, wait a second, there's no creatures in this list. It doesn't work with Jabba. And that's because he's also running Forlom, and this is another cool combo in IACP. Forlom's special ability is that each round he gets to take on a trait of his choice, traits being things like Force User, Hunter, heavy weapon, etc. And so the community has found the best combo to use with Forlom is to actually give him the creature trait each round and combo him with Beast Tamer to get an extra free move action for basically 1 point. He's also got HK-47 in the list, and we've got a Jawa, regular Jawa, Bib Fortuna, the aforementioned BT-1, and Jabba the Hutt. So a fun droid scum list with some fake creature combos. And then on Mark's side, we've got another interesting list. Nothing really spicy going on this list, except for we've got Smuggling Compartment, which if I can pull it up here. There we go. We've got Smuggling Compartment along with a nice cast of movie heroes. Actually, I think every character in this list has been in one of the main original trilogy films, except for Gideon. So we've got Hero, Luke, Leia, Han, 3PO, R2D2, Lando, and Gideon Argus with, again, smuggling compartment. And what is the other one? Oh, heroic effort, of course. Oh, but he's also got Heir to the Jedi on Luke. That is the attachment that came out, I think season 7 came out. That's going to give Luke a +1 damage on his ranged attack, and it's going to make his saber strike always be focused. And so let's look at where we've been set up here. It looks like, so John's got initiative, and he went ahead and chose the red deployment zone, as we so often see with this map. It seems that the red deployment zone is associated with a higher victory percentage. But we've also seen players win from the blue deployment zone, so it's not a given. But let's get into the gameplay here. So, oh, and I should also mention that John has Black Market in his list as well. There is that card, so it's going to be triggering at the end of each round. All right, so getting into it here, we do have Forlom as a creature. I did not know you could note that. Conditions and tokens. Choose player color. It's interesting that he's showing as a creature in the Vassal chat, but I don't know where to assign that, so that's interesting. Okay, so Gideon. All right, I'm going to move stuff around so I can actually see what's going on here. I don't know, while it feels like since I've done one of these. Okay, so far we've had Jabba activate to focus Forlom. Gideon has activated and it has focused Lando, so that makes sense. Okay, we've got Bib activating for John to focus 47 and then moving to control the terminal. R2 going to go ahead and get the terminal for Mark. And it's important to note here on the blue side, you do need extra movement for R2 to control that terminal. It looks like he did use Gideon to give R2 that extra movement. And there's Dr. Aphra, going to move all the way up to the door at the bottom of the map. Not going to be able to open it yet, though. Now, Mark has to be extra careful with HK-47 because he's got that mockery ability, which lets him deal out a strain once per activation to anything in his line of sight. And normally you see that with what's that card called? Headhunter, I believe it's called. Or maybe, yeah, Headhunter. It's a 1-point attachment, and whenever a figure deals, it's a scum attachment. Whenever a figure it's attached to deals strain to something during its activation, they have to actually discard a card at random from their hand. But we don't see that here. I wonder if it would have been good for John to maybe cut Black Market for that, as that is a really powerful hand control ability when combined with HK-47. But the strain is still annoying to deal with on its own. Okay, so we've got 000 activating. So 000 is in kind of a weird spot. So what you just saw happen there is 000 is using his invasive procedure ability. You don't need to actually choose an adjacent figure to use it. So as long as he is, so actually I should reword that. There doesn't have to be a figure adjacent to 000 to use invasive procedure. If he does it while he's just standing out in the open, like he is right here, he just becomes focused. But if there is an adjacent figure to 000 when he uses invasive procedure, that figure has to suffer the 1 damage, 1 strain, and bleeding, whether it's friendly or hostile. So the goal here is to get 000 to a space where it's not adjacent to any other friendly figures, so he can do his invasive procedure and get focused up. The other cool thing that now happens is because Aphra is in this list, he gets a free action after he uses invasive procedure. So invasive procedure is pretty much a free action for 000 with Aphra in the list. It's kind of our sneaky sideways upgrades to 000 as a card. One of the reasons he's not been gotten his own upgrade in IACP is because we didn't want to. We wanted to have him be upgraded by Aphra. All right. Ooh, is Han gonna open this door? He is. 000 moved up to John's terminal door. And now Han is just out in the open inviting an attack by Manatee. Now, I should point out that John can attack Han, I believe, from this space. Or no, maybe not. No, just some good positioning there. So he can't get he can't get a safe attack on Han. So it looks like Manatee or Mark did put Han in a really good position here, where he can't get attacked without being able to return fire. And we've got 3PO here offering the support with distracting, which is really important because it combos with Han's cunning ability to give him extra defenses. Gives him Boba Fett level defenses almost. So yeah, checking the line of sight there. Yeah, there they go. They're checking the line of sight. I don't think that space has line of sight. Oh, this space does. This space does have line of sight to Han, but Han has line of sight back. So it looks like either John or Mark trying to figure out the one-way line of sight here. Oh, we're seeing an attack here. Okay. That's a long range attack though. I'm checking the line of sight myself now here. Oh, does Han have line of sight? I need to go into the trusty line of sight calculator tool. Let's see, Waska Hunting Grounds, Attacker Defender. Han is right here. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Oh, there is a one-way line of sight from HK-47 space. So John did find the one-way attack where he's not going to get return fire back. The problem is it's a very long range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, range 9. And looking at the dice we've rolled, we've got 6 accuracy on the dice. Plus 2 accuracy. Oh, this is Forlom, excuse me, not HK-47. And he does have Surge for +1, so I think he's going to be 1 short, unless he has a reroll. Because right now he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got... Oh, no, wait. No, he can if he has a Surge go through. But he's got to get white dice and distracting. But it looks like he's going to get it here, actually. So 6, 7, 8, and then Surge for +1 is 9. Wow, he's got it. That was punished. By that Han positioning was punished by John there. And he does have an extra surge for concussive bolt. So he could push Han away from 3PO. Are we gonna see it happen? I don't think so. He did 1, 2, 3, 4. This +1 block did. Oh man, I think pushing Han away from 3PO there would have been really good, because he could have pushed him to like here, and then I think HK-47 could have attacked. Oh no, I guess not. I guess he still can't attack from that square. But still, just getting him away from 3PO would have been nice. But he's going to play Escalating Hostility. So Han's going to suffer an additional strain here. So it looks like Mark's discarding a card for the strain to not take damage. Going to discard Celebration. It's a big one since all of John's figures are unique. Oh, interesting. So the reason Forlom was able to go all the way over there was because of Beast Tamer. So I missed that. Okay, Lando's going to come up. Going to stand next to Han. Jawa's going to activate for John up to the door, but not going to open it. Then we see Luke standing behind Han. BT going to activate. Going to move over to the terminal door. Leia, everybody crowding around 3PO except Lando, who's not next to 3PO there. Okay, HK is, let's see, it looked like he double moved. I'm not sure what the on the lam is for. Oh, that was okay. So HK double moved, and then he used Mockery to deal a strain, and so looks like Mark discarded the top card, which was on the lam, which is painful to lose that off the top. It's always interesting to see the choice of whether or not to take the damage or discard a card. I feel like if you've got a really key card still in your deck, like On the Lam or Son of Skywalker or something like that, or Assassinate even, I am always reticent to discard cards. I'll usually try to take the damage and just deal with it. But yeah, it's always interesting to see how that works out. But it looks like we're at the end of the round here. So drawing, and then looks like this is going to be the black market reveal, which is take initiative. So that's going to be free. Not going to be useful this turn. And if John has taken initiative, it's not going to be useful next turn either. We're going to see second chance being played by Mark on his rebel, one of the rebel figures. Let's see who he noted it as. It's going to be on Han. Nice. So he's got second chance on Han. So if Han dies, he'll come back and stay alive with 2 health. And it looks like there's John's take initiative. And no negation. Gonna exhaust Bib Fortuna for the take initiative. So John taking the initiative back for round 2. Gonna be able to move HK-47, and it looks like he's making an attack here. Let's see. Yep. Able to attack the top 2 corners of Han's figure. Ooh, Han playing Run for Cover is going to remove a dice from the dice pool. Looks like he removed, let's see, HK-47. Looks like he removed one of the blue dice. Going to try and make the attack miss on accuracy. But we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And no surges. Looks like that's a miss. So that run for cover, very strong there. And there's another card being played off screen. Oh, going to use Mockery, and it looks like Mark's going to discard Force Push from the top of his deck to prevent the damage from the strain there. So nice play from Mark, getting rid of that blue die. And it looks like planning is being played by, is it R2? Because R2 is exhausted. Oh no, Gideon's activating. There we go, Gideon activated, played planning. Okay, Beast Tamer being exhausted. We're going to see Forlom's activation here. I don't know what Aphra excavated. Actually, I should have checked that. Oh, interesting. He excavated Escalating Hostility. Not a great one to excavate. I think he should have gone for Celebration. The reason is Escalating Hostility. Although I remember now they were asking this question in Discord. Let's see. Can I get Escalating Hostility out of there? No, I cannot, and I can't zoom in on it. But Escalating Hostility basically says after the attack resolves, deal strain equal to the target, equal to the number of other copies of Escalating Hostility already in your discard. So it doesn't count itself. So if you played it out of the discard, it would do nothing. So that's a bit unfortunate there. But it looks like we're going to see an attack from Forlom targeting Han, who should have an extra block and evade from 3PO, or he just rolls a dodge. This Han is invincible. Oh, but there's a heightened reflexes. Is he made it into a hunter? It says it's a creature. is a droid. Where are they noting what his... It says he's a creature on his deployment card, so I'm not sure about that play. He would have had to announce or change that he was a hunter to make that play. I'm gonna discard shared experience for Bib's illicit arms ability to add +1 damage to the attack. And Han takes 6 damage. And then we're gonna see the concussive bolt, looks like. Or no, excuse me, for the blast one. Oof, the blast one's gonna hit 3PO, Luke, and Lando. And it looks like he's trying to play escalating hostility from the discard pile. Oh no, that's a new one. So that's gonna do 2 strain. So, sorry, it will suffer 1 strain no matter what, but it wouldn't do any additional strain. And then if he played the one from the discard pile, that would also deal 2 strain total. So we're going to lose Heart of Freedom. And... oh, it looks like Second Chance actually triggered, so that broke the Second Chance. And gonna lose... there is another. Now, interesting, I should mention, I guess I said that it was that I didn't like taking cards off the top for the strain, but Mark has Leia in his list, and she can recycle discard command cards from the discard pile back into the deck. So I think that makes total sense that he's discarding cards for all the strain here, because he can just recycle the good ones back in with Leia. So that does make sense. All right. So not sure about the heightened reflexes play on the creature forlom. Mark or John, you guys, if you guys are watching, you can comment, leave a comment, and explain yourselves why did that happen? Because I don't feel like that happened that way. All right, so Second Chance has been popped, and it looked like there was no return fire from Han there, which. Ooh, yeah, that's a one-way line of sight as well. So that's kind of a exposed Han with a lot of ways to attack. So I was going to focus up Luke, it looks like, or no, Leia, and then going to move in front to block line of sight to Han. And now lots of juicy targets for 000 and BT to go after right next to them behind the door. Jawa's going to open that door to the terminal and attack 3PO. This is a fantastic attack. 3PO already took 1 damage. He's going to have to use Cower to try and survive. Oh, he does. Okay, so 0 damage. That went from a kill dead 3PO to 0 damage thanks to Cower. Oh, but he's got another escalating hostility, the 3rd copy. Is Mark out of cards? He's just going to let it die. He's only got 3 cards left, and that was dealing with strain. So he just let 3PO die there. Didn't want to lose the last 3 cards in his command deck. So much strain coming from John's list. Okay, and now it is Mark's activation, and yeah, he's gonna have to go with Han. I think he can probably one-shot 000 here. Oh no! Oh, he's weakened. Why is he weakened? Maybe from... oh, that was from, must have been from Forlom's attack. Okay, so that explains why he wasn't getting the cunning bonus earlier. Ooh, good roll for 000 too. So never mind what I said about one-shotting him. We're doing like 4 damage here. And now Han just gotta run. Get out of there. Gonna hide behind Leia. Yep, gonna put him there. Alright, so now we've got 000, who can still, by the way, use Shocking Palm for free. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, what he can't do is move twice and then Shocking Palm, and that was intentional design on our part. So he can't just get up there and kill Han. He's gonna have to do it another way. Ooh, he is gonna play urgency though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he can get to Han. Yep, I'm gonna use Shocking Palm on Han, it looks like. And then because of Aphra, he gets a free action so he can attack. Now, it's a bit unfortunate, the order there, he's not going to benefit from the focus from the second Shocking Palm, or not Shocking Palm, Invasive Procedure. Ideally, you would want to attack and then use Invasive Procedure to get refocused. Oh, the negation, though, is going to stop the urgency. Okay, so he's only going to be able to get up there. And looks like he's targeting Luke with Invasive Procedure, and Mark is going to take a card for Strain. Looks like he discarded Officer's Training for the Strain. And going to become bleeding, and now going to attack Luke. I feel like maybe Lando's a better target, because the thing about hitting Luke with incidental damage is he's got that recover 2, and he's got Son of Skywalker to do it again, so he can recover 4 in a round. So if I'm going to attack Luke, I'm going to always try to do it with the intention of taking him out in one round. But it might pay off here. So not going to be able to use Shocking Palm, but he is doing a decent amount of damage. That's going to be 3 damage. And then going to use the Escalating Hostility that was excavated. So that's going to do, remember, it only counts other 2. So it actually is going to do 3 strain. So that's pretty nice. And it looks like we're going to see the last 2 cards off the top of Mark's deck. And then 1 damage from the strain. And then we're going to see Unnerving, and everything that has line of sight to him. Oh no, each adjacent figure becomes weakened. So it's going to be weakened on Lando and Luke. This 000 is doing so much work. And now we're going to see Leia going to try and get rid of BT. Alright, so Leia's going to get the first attack, and we're going to see Lando getting another attack with Battlefield Leadership, giving him 1 movement point. Right now it looks like we're going to be seeing Leia. I don't think she had any damage on her, so we're going to see... didn't need that either. So going to be doing 4 damage with the attack. Oh, she's focused, so 6 damage. And then going to shuffle in one of these cards here. Let's see, which is it going to be? On the Lamb is going to go back into the deck, and it's going to be the only card in his deck thanks to all the strain. So this strain might have just helped Mark out. He's now going to be able to just draw whatever card he wants off of military efficiency, as long as he's got R2. Now R2 did already activate, and he already played Planning. So, and now we're going to see Lando queuing up for the attack here. Lando, one of my favorite figures from IACP. Of course, since I came up with the design. Just love the puzzle of the dice, and we're going to see how that's going to play out here. Only needs to do 4 damage. He's focused, though. He really wants Lando. He's also weakened, though, so that's something to consider. So right now on the dice, we've got 2 surges, which one is being removed. So only 1 surge. So 4 damage, 1 surge. He's got surge for +2. So he's actually... No, he's doing 4 damage on the dice, so he really doesn't want to use any of his abilities. And it's very unlikely for BT to any defensive bonuses. There's no Zillow technique since he's in a scum list. So I think we're just going to see... Yep, BT's going to go down. And so that puts Mark up 5, 2, 3. It looks like Lando now going to activate. So Lando's still weakened. He did not activate. That was the battlefield leadership attack. And Lando's going to go for Aphra here. He dodges. So Lando not going to be able to re-hide that way, but he's going to get rid of the weaken at the end of the activation. And it looks like Gideon activating. Alright, so it looks like Luke now attacking the Jawa. Oh, attacking... Oh, wow, attacking Aphra. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range 8. He's got the range on the dice. He should also have a +1 damage from Heir to the Jedi. There it is. So right now I think we're looking at, with the weaken, taking away both surges. He does have a reroll, but I think it looks like he used it on the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 damage going into Aphra there. He didn't reroll yet. Okay, so nice. 6 damage. 7 damage. Is that a one-shot? Oh, he one-shotted Aphra there with the focused attack and the reroll. Now that he gives it to himself, thanks to Heir to the Jedi. And Mark going to go up to 9 points. Going to play Son of Skywalker. Here we go. And I think we're going to see 000 go down to a focused Saber Strike here. Oh, he's going to attack the Jawa? Yeah, that's going to kill the Jawa. Mark going up to 11 with that one. Oh, 12. And he should have recovered 2 damage as well from that. Okay, and going into the next round, round 3. Looks like we're seeing Definition Love revealed by Black Market. That gives HK-47 a free attack. Wouldn't be surprised to see that bought for 1 point. And then Dirty Trick. Oh, he's selling Dirty Trick, so I don't know why Definition Love got revealed there. Oh, did it get excavated? That's probably what's happening. Let's see. That's a great card to excavate, by the way. Oh, and we've got an end of round attack here for Han. Ooh, he's surviving right now, unless Han gets a good reroll. I think that's what he needed. So now 000 going to go down. And then using Luke to reroll the blue dice as well. That's going to take down 000. And Mark going to go up to 16 points. And initiative now moving back to Mark. And it looks like Gideon moved Leia back 2 spaces and then moved up to protect Leia. But Lando's down here hanging out with the crew, the droid crew. Oh, what's happening here? Go with Lando instead. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I think we're going to see Lando's abilities come into play here. So what should we do with these dice? So Lando works is you can choose one of your dice to reroll. You can use a new color dice, just like his regular skirmish, but we've added the wrinkle that when you do that, you can guess a number from 0 to 2. And if you guess the right number of damage symbols or block symbols, you get to double that dice result. This is the original version of this from Season 4. Oh, we're going to see his command card being used offensively here. Lets him change the dice to any side. And that works with the guess, so let's see what he decides to do. I think the way you use that offensively is you would change that yellow to a red, and you would guess 2, and then you would change the red die to the side with 2 damage pips and 2 surges. And that's going to double it and add 2 more damage and 1 more surge. So let's see if that's what he does. So yeah, it looks like he did that to the red. 4, 5, 6, and that's enough to actually kill him. But yeah, he could have done even more damage, but he was attacking Bib there, so he only needed the red 2 damage and 1 surge. So takes out Bib, Fortuna. That's a big kill. Bib is a very important piece to the scum list he's in. And that's going to put Mark up to 19 points. Now Han hiding behind that wall and on the objective. And so I think this makes Leia priority number 1, who's just standing out there, and she can do 2 attacks. So we're going to see Beast Tamer exhausted for Forlom. Or not. I'm going to use HK47, who is going to use Shared Experience. Let's see. So it spends 3 movement points to become focused. I guess he would have drawn that when... Who else got defeated in this list? I feel like there was another... Oh, when 000 or BT got defeated. He should have been able to redraw that, so he is now replaying it to become focused. And going to use Tools for the Job on this attack from HK47, who is a hunter, by the way, so I wonder if they got mixed up when Forlom was using heightened reflexes. So focused and Tools for the Job, and now you pray that Leia dodge. Oh, terrible roll though. Let's see, does he roll? He does search for +2, right? Yeah. So 4, 5, 6, 7 damage going through right now. And then, interestingly enough, he can Mockery for 1 more, and then Mark can either let Leia die or let On the Lamb go back to the discard. Oh no, wait, is it in? Oh wait, is it in the discard? No, his deck is empty. He drew it, so he actually can kill with Mockery here with that strain. Gonna use Targeting Network. Oh, gonna redraw target? No, gonna use it to reroll. Risky, because then Tough Luck could come out. Nope, it doesn't. And now I use Mockery, and... Oh, wait. Oh, she doesn't have 8 health anymore. I forgot, we increased her health. She has 11 health. So, gonna do 9 damage total, it looks like, and not gonna get the kill. She is not as squishy as she is in regular Skirmish. And Leia gonna retreat back behind the wall. I think we're assuming this is gonna be the last round. Forlom's gonna rush in there with Beast Tamer, keeping its creature trait. And he's probably gonna go for Han, but we know that Mark drew On the Lamb. Oh, he's gonna go for Luke. Okay. I think Luke still has 10 health, just like his original. And Luke cannot play On the Lamb. That's pretty good. We're looking at Search for +1. Oh, his Blast 1 is so close to killing Leia. Oh, if he had Bib still there, he could have used it on to get Leia down to 1 health, and then she would have been blastable, but it's not work here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage to Luke, so I think he gets the kill. One short. Oh, Luke's extra block. That's right. So only going to do 3 damage there because of the extra block on Luke's card. And now Luke going to run that way. Still attackable by Jabba, but I don't think that's going to get John enough VPs to win the mission, especially with Lando currently on the cache. Yep, Job, we're gonna use order hit. And has some good targets here. Gonna go with Forlom targeting Leia. It looks like that is a dead Leia, so it's gonna get him up to 11 victory points. Actually, should be 12 with Jabba. Or no, so he was at 3. Leia is worth. Is Leia 7 or 8? Leia's 8. So should be at 12 with Jabba. Okay, and now Han is going to just control the cache. And I think that's the end of the round, and that means Mark's going to go up to 27 points. No, 20 to 31 points, and I think that's going to be the game there. There we go. Should be at 12, and then with Han controlling the cache, that is going to leave Mark as the victor, but it was really cool to see 000 and BT doing their thing. We didn't really get to see BT benefit so much. I guess he got killed before he could activate, so that makes sense. But man, 000 did a lot that game, right? He weakened like 3 figures. He did a bunch of damage to Luke, and was just kind of a general nuisance. Took negation out of his hand with what do you call it? Urgency, because that invasive procedure was threatening Han so much there. So great game. Glad we got to review it. Probably we'll see a couple more Season 8 games before the end of this, but definitely look forward to Season 9. The Season 9 Playtesting League, again, is starting on January 15th, so we'll probably start seeing some Season 9 game log reviews coming out around that time. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one.